What is the meaning of life? Some say it's to reproduce, others say it's to have fun, but the real answer, balloons. Humans are built to push limits. Whether it's climbing mountains, breaking world records, or landing on the moon, there is always something bigger to conquer. But today, we're taking on the ultimate challenge, pushing BTD6 to its absolute limits. This is part of our series covering modded paragons. We've already tested the bombsher and glue gun paragons, so if you're interested in a full breakdown on those, check out the previous videos in the series. Today, we're going all in. Every primary paragon, dart, boomerang, tack, bomb, glue, and even the ice monkey, all in one run. And we're not just placing them, we're getting every single one to degree 100. Before we start, let's break down how paragon degrees actually work and why they matter. Paragons are tier 6 upgrades in BTD6, using all 3 tier 5 paths into a single ultra powerful tower. Right now, there is this number of paragons in the game, with the tack shooter being the most recent addition. Paragon degree determines how powerful a paragon actually is. The higher the degree, the better its damage, pierce, etc. Here's what affects a paragon's degree. Total cash spent on sacrifices, higher cost towers give more XP to it, the total amount of pops from sacrifice towers, more pops, more XP, and the extra non-tier 5 towers sacrificed, which helps boost the degree even further. But in order to achieve degree 100, you will need paragon totems, which can be sold from Geraldo normally. However, I'm using a mod that lets me buy them from the shop, so you can max out every paragon as fast as possible. I'm also using Norman, the banana farm paragon, and the ultimate fast forward mode, which are all regular modes I already use, plus a few other ones, but nothing game breaking. Now let's break down each of the primary paragons we're using. The Dart Monkey Paragon is the first paragon ever added into the game. It fires plasma bolts that shred through balloons with massive pierce. The projectiles act like juggernaut shots, but on steroids, and it has a built-in camo detection, no buffs needed. Boomerang Paragon. It has massive glaives that bounce infinitely, erasing entire waves. It can buff every other primary paragon, which is a nice synergy for this video. And it's super good for crowd control. The tack shooter paragon is the latest paragon added to the game, and it's completely busted. Has 2 insane abilities that do massive damage. The only problem with it is that it doesn't have the built-in camo detection that other paragons possess, meaning you will need some kind of way to give it camo detection, which is not easy to achieve as paragons can be buffed like normal towers. For the bombsher and glue gun paragons, I've already covered both of these in depth in previous videos, so if you want a full breakdown, check those out. And the ice monkey paragon will appear very soon, so stay tuned. Now let's get started. I decided to go with Cubism as a map of choice, as this map is pretty lengthy, in fact one of the longest maps in the game, which would allow me to get to the highest round I can possibly get to. And honestly, the start of the game was pretty, was as simple as it gets. I went with the Boomerang Monkey as it is the first paragon I'm going to obtain. And after some time, I decided to also supply the village due to the camo problem. I solved pretty fast, and the village was later upgraded to a tier 5. Would last quite a while. I also put down quite a handful of banana farms with Norman, which made the farming pretty much obsolete. And soon enough, I already had the Glaive Lord and even added a tier 5 glue gunner with it. Already had almost 600k when it comes to money. Around 94, this is the point where I decided to get my first paragon in the game, which is actually the banana farm paragon, surprisingly. And this paragon actually solves all of my money issues, as it is actually so OP I never have to worry about money ever again. Immediately after, I start placing the paragon totems and starting to work on the Boomerang Monkey Paragon. The paragon totems are actually going to be my main method of obtaining the highest degree I can, other than the pops that the Boomerang Monkey has already gotten, but they are not that much. Took me a while, but eventually, on run 106, I managed to get my first degree 100. For the boomerang monkey, of course. Which is gonna take care of rounds for a long while. My money was still pretty good because of the banana from Paragon, so I immediately started to work on my next Paragon. I decided it would be the glue gunner. I put one right in the middle, because I thought it was a good spot for it. I also decided to already put down the other monkeys so I would eventually transform into a Paragon. So maybe they can get some pops, although I didn't expect much. A very small amount of time later, I already got the glue Paragon, which is also going to be getting buffed by the boomerang monkey Paragon. My next Paragon of choice was the dart monkey, classic. I was already at round 136, but the balloons were stopped pretty easily in their tracks, and I now had 2 Paragons to my name. After placing the absurd amount of totems, I was able to achieve my third degree 100 Paragon at a great pace. Now it was time for the Ice Monkey Paragon, which is brand new in the channel. But before I show you what he looks like, if you haven't subscribed yet, if you're interested in this type of content, it would help me a lot if you did subscribe, and any bit of support helps the channel grow and helps me provide more quality content to you and grow the community, which is my ultimate goal. Back to the video. I was building up to finally get the Ice Monkey Paragon, and this too went pretty much without issues. It's called 0 Kelvin. Only the strongest of balloons are able to resist the cold icy winds. Seems to be pretty much the top half's design. It does attack differently though. As for the damage, it's pretty hard to tell, but it seems to be a pretty broken Paragon by the looks of it, by how easily it is taking baths. Next, the tack shooter was my next goal, which is actually going to be my 5th Paragon already, only leaving me with 1 more. This is only primaries. And I got him as well, Crucible of Steel. Now had almost every Paragon. Only thing missing was the bomb shooter one, which was of course my next goal, and I already decided to sell the boats and pretty much everything else that just takes space. I wanted to be ready for the next Paragon, and I already had 76 million money, obviously not needing any more money after that. There we go, the bomb shooter Paragon. I had all 6 Paragons on the map. I placed the tack bot, although the only Paragon with abilities is surprisingly the tack shooter. And with that, the long journey of Autostart began. The reason why I say long is because this took nearly 2 hours. Even on the fast forward speed that I already had it was moving pretty slow, probably due to the Ice Monkey slowing everything down. The Paragons itself were incredibly OP combined together, especially with the buffs from the Boomerang Monkey Paragon. They were able to last a very long while, clearing round 200 easily, round 250, still no struggle, round 300, easily taken care of. At this point I wasn't sure how much more they could take, but they seemed to be doing fine. The computer on the other hand was not. The balloons were starting to get all the way up to the bomb shooter. It was alarming, but so far they looked they could handle it. Now at least. Getting to 350 took a while, but we did get there and cleared as well. 400 wasn't easy. We got that too. I considered doing the round changer mod due to how much time it already took me, but I decided not to have the most authentic experience possible. The computer was heavily slowing down by now. I knew this was probably gonna be the end soon. And then I got to round 426. The bats were all over the screen. It was pretty much hard to tell whether they were doing good or not, but by the looks of it, things were not going that well. I barely managed to make it to round 427. On round 428, the worst thing happened. We lost. The only primary monkey paragons managed to get all the way to round 428. Pretty impressive if you ask me. Let me know what is your favorite paragon in the comments. And if you get this video to, let's say, 50 likes, I'll release a part 2 where I do it with every single paragon in the game. Modded and not modded. At least those I can find versions of. Thank you for watching.